Welcome everybody, we're starting the Thursday evening class, and today I'm going to be showing you how to play against the King's Indian. And I'll be showing you one of my games I played in Gibraltar, and in this game I was playing against International Master Toboas, about 2350 rating. Okay, so we start off with d4, knight f6, c4, g6, knight c3, bishop g7. So at the moment we don't know the opening yet. It could be a King's Indian defense or it could be a Grunfeld as well here. So, but as soon as he plays bishop g7, then we know that this is the King's Indian defense. So I played knight f3, he castled, and I played e3, or e4, sorry. Black played d6, and here normally the most popular move is bishop e2, and then usually black replies with e5, and then there is a lot of theory with d5, with castle, or bishop e3. A lot of games played in that position. But here I decided to play h3. I'm just a little bit waiting to see what is white going to do. At some point I might consider playing g4 myself. This move also prevents white from playing bishop g4. Now he responded with e5 immediately, attacking the center. And now, what are my options in this position? What should I do, you think, here? Should I take, should I push, or should I keep the tension?
Get the king to safety.
King to safety you, but the problem is, you know, if let's say you go here, right? Let's say you play this move. He takes, you take, then he goes rook e8, and the question is, how? How are you going to protect the e4 pawn? Okay? How you're going to protect that pawn? Okay? Very, very difficult position. So now, let's say you play f3, weakens the position, and if you go queen c2, do you see a tactic? Do you see a potential tactic here for black to win a pawn?
Knight takes c4, knight takes c4, bishop takes d4.
Bishop takes d4, winning the pawn. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so that's why he cannot do that. Okay, that's why I didn't want to allow this to happen. So when he played the move e5, I decided to play the logical move d5, close the position. Okay, and now I would like to play g4, get some more space on the queen side. Okay, that's the purpose of the move h3, to be able to play g4 next. But now he plays knight h5. The idea behind this move is he wants to prepare f5 break, and also at some point to plant the knight on f4. So now, what to do here? What should we do here in order to prevent this idea? Yes?
g3?
Correct move, g3, yes. Accurately preventing this knight f4 idea, and now nothing left here. He has to go for f5, okay? And that's exactly what he did. He went for it. And now the question is, how should white react here? How should I react against this? Okay? How should I try to react against this? What do you think here? Bishop d3?
Maybe.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility, bishop d3. What else? What else we have?
Taking the pawn looks bad.
Well, actually it's not that bad, because now he cannot take back with the bishop. Because if he takes back with the bishop, what are we going to do? g4, forking him. Forking and winning a piece. Okay? So you cannot do that. That's why he played g takes f5. Now, if you're wondering if knight takes e5 works, if we're wondering, does this tactic work? Because then looks like we're going to pick up that knight on h5. Does it really work? Knight takes g3 is one idea, absolutely. What else you have? Knight takes g3 is one idea, but what else you have? Now, what is the idea? In this position, you want to try to control. Your h5 pawn is a little bit weak. What can h5 knight? What can you do here simultaneously here to protect the knight and pin the knight? Protect and pin.
Queen e8.
Queen e8, fantastic. Yes, pinning and protecting. Okay, it's a strong move here, combining these two ideas together. Okay, so that's why I couldn't play this move. But in fact, I analyzed this. And my idea was to play knight h4 here, hitting the knight on h5. Now h5 knight needs to be protected. If he plays queen e8, I have bishop to e2 as well. So I played knight f4. Now he plays knight f4, and this is getting really complicated, okay? By the way, if he had gone knight f6, my idea was simply to play queen c2 and put pressure on f5, and then try to go bishop g5 and castle, and try to claim that I have some advantage because this pawn's a little bit, especially the f5 pawn, is a little bit vulnerable, okay? So that's why he played knight f4. Knight f4 is played, and now what to do? I take, he's going to take my knight, so a little tricky here. I would like to get my king to safety if I can, okay? Bishop d2? But well, I don't think I want to lose my bishop. I don't want to lose my bishop. Bishop is too valuable here to lose.
But the horses.
Horse is good too, yes.
Knight protects g2.
Bishop?
D2.
Correct. Bishop d2. The point here, I just want to put the queen on c2 and go long castle. I want to castle long here, not short. Long castle I like to do here. Okay? And now he played a clever move, knight a6. This is typical for King's Indian. They put the knight on a6 because they can jump in on b4 and jump in on c5 if needed. So how to control the b4 square here? How to control?
You have to control both b4 and c5.
Well, first I want to control b4. It's hard to control both. First, one control at a time, please. How do we control here, Aditya?
A3.
Of course a3, accurately control. We don't want the knight jump in on b4 and attack our queen. We don't want that. Knight goes knight c5, threatening knight d3 check. Again, control. Good control needed. Good control needed.
Bishop b3.
Better. Better. You want to castle long, right? You need to do something to castle. If you go bishop e3, fact that you're moving the same piece twice, I don't like it as much. Okay? Well, we don't want to move the same piece. In fact, we already moved the bishop. We move it again.
Queen c2.
Accurate. Accurate. Correct. This way now I control the d3. He doesn't have any knight d3 checks any longer. I'm covering that. And I'm getting ready to play long castle. Exactly. Now he plays a5. In fact, there was a game played previously in the same position, so I knew about that. So I was playing with my opponent, responded very well. He's strong international master from Spain, and he responded very well. a5. I castle. a4. I really think this was a really well played idea, a5, a4, because now I cannot remove this knight on c5. And he's threatening knight b3 check to win my dark square bishop. Do I want to lose the dark square bishop here? No way. In these positions, you must keep your dark square bishop. It's very important for you to be able to oppose this strong bishop here later on, okay? You cannot afford to lose your bishop. So, because of that, what you gonna do? Aditya? King b1. Preventing move, right? Preventing move here. He wants to go knight b3 check, take my pawn. Preventing. Now what to do? Absolutely. Very nicely played. Knight g6 now. This came as a little surprise because I remember in my analysis there was another move that I was looking at, but my opponent played knight g6. And what do I do now? You know, looks like he's making some great progress, you know, with his ideas. So what do I do?
Capture the knight and push the h-pawn.
That's what I did. Well, I didn't push the h-pawn yet here. You know, I was worried about him playing f4. I found that move to be slightly annoying because at some point he will play bishop f5. You know, like, I found that move a little annoying. But I think h4 was a move though. It might have been actually a computer recommendation, h4, with the purpose of meeting f4 with something like bishop h3. So, but let's keep it under control here. Let's try to keep this under control here. We know that we now know what he wants to do. He wants to play f4 at some point. So we have to do something about that. How are we going to stop f4? Do we have any questions from our YouTube audience, Ben? No questions from YouTube audience yet. Okay.
Cannot play f4 yet because you take queen g6.
Sorry?
You cannot play f4 yet because
but f4 e4, you know, f4 e4, you know, we're giving a strong pass pawn. I don't know, you know. We might be able to do that, but I don't know. You, Aditya.
Bishop e3.
Bishop e3, correct. The point here being, everybody, if f4 played, what are you going to do?
Take it.
Take what?
Pawn.
Bishop c5 is the point. If you take the pawn, Aditya, look at this. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Look at that pin. That's a real problem, okay? Serious problem, okay? All right. Okay? You don't want that.
No.
You don't want that allowed. Got it? So if f4, we're going to take. I'm going to plant this knight on e4, okay? Very strongly. Okay? And then we go bishop d3. Okay? Good. Well, after I played bishop b3, my opponent played a clever move, knight b3. And sort of now renewing his threat of f4. Okay? What to do now? What should we do? How should we deal with this f4 move here, guys? How should we deal with this f4 idea? Because he wants to play f4, then he wants to move the bishop there. So what should we do there?
We can play pawn f4.
Well, we can play pawn f4. That's what I did. Well, because again, it would be too strong to allow this f4, bishop f5, okay? Now he goes bishop d7. Bishop d7, what do you do?
Move the pawn on h4.
The point here, yeah, h4, I want to be able to play h5 at some point, okay? And I also want to stop g5. Now he goes here, queen e7. Well, he's building up. See? He's not playing like this. See, a lot of people would just do this. But this is, I'm only happy. Because now I can easily play h5. I go bishop e2 and I continue with my attack, okay? I can continue fluidly with my attack. So that's why he plays queen e7, keeping the tension, okay? And this is tricky moment here. This is very tricky now, what to do here. You have to really spend some time here, and I want you to think. I want you to really think here to find the right idea, okay? Because it's not easy at all. So what did I play here, huh?
Trying to stop e takes e4.
Yes. Well, not stop, but I'm trying to be able to control it, you know, because it's hard to make a good move here for me. Like he wants to take, and then if I take with the bishop, I don't like his bishop. His bishop is so strong there. Then he goes like rook a8 and stuff. So
What about rook on e1?
rook on e1. What's the point of rook e1? Huh?
It's protected on e1.
Yes, it protects the so the point here is you actually, if he takes, you're going to take back with a pawn. And you're going to keep that strong bishop out there, okay? That's the point, okay? So he goes here. Now, what are we doing here? What are we doing now? This is the key moment here, okay? What should we do now? He is threatening to take. He is threatening to pressure, okay? So what are we doing now against this plan? The fact that our rooks are not connected, that is not good, okay? That is not good that our rooks are not connected.
Bishop g2. Or d3. Bishop d3.
Bishop d3, I like that. I like that suggestion, yes. At the right moment, we're aiming for h5, okay? At the right moment, we are aiming for some h5 to attack. Got it? For some attack, for to attack. What do we do here? Yeah, so he took. Now, how are we going to take back?
With the pawn.
Yeah, because if you take with the bishop, it would be a problem. He sacks. Sacks. This actually is terrible. We get mated.
Nice.
And if he goes here, I don't like this. This is just really bad position, okay? So we got to take back with this. And here, his response shocked me a little bit. I found his response slightly shocking here. But possibly okay. Possibly okay, but slightly shocking. Let's see now. For a moment now, I want you to think, what did black play in this position? What did...
Sack the queen.
He did. He did sack the queen.
Shocking, so.
I guess that helped, yeah?
Yeah.
That he sacked the queen. I was like, because I thought, you know, I'm doing okay here. I go bishop f2 and, you know, I control the position, but he sacked it. But now how do I untangle this position? I'm so tangled up here, you know? It's so hard. How do I untangle this? His knight is strong, his rook is strong, his dark square bishop is strong. He's trying to double up the rooks. What do I do? How do I do this?
It's time to play h5. Distracting.
h5, what if he just takes? He might just take it, you know? If you take it, then rook e1 check. I don't know, this back rank is little problems.
Can we give something back? A sacrifice too?
What can we do? What can we give back? What can we give back? We could, but
Knight e4.
well, well, the knight on b3 is super annoying. Okay, we have to do something about that knight. That knight is just too annoying. Okay. So what can we do?
Knight takes a4 then? Remove the protection.
Well, knight takes a4. He's gonna go bishop takes a4.
Oh yeah. There was a big pawn there. Knight b5.
Think. Don't rush. I need to get rid of this knight. So I'm looking for opportunities to get rid of him.
knight e2 and then knight c1.
I played queen d1. Eyeballing h5 pawn with queen takes h5, and also bishop c2 idea to get rid of that knight. Okay? But now he goes here. So I go bishop c2. And now he just plays b3, b6. Very simple. So maybe I could have taken on b3, you know, but I wasn't like completely sure what was happening if, let's say, I take, right? He takes. I wasn't like, probably I'm doing okay here, but I wasn't like completely sure if, you know, like even this, you know, something like this. And now my king is cut off, you know, and he goes rook f2 and get the second rook in. I was a little bit concerned, I can tell you, okay? Maybe I'm doing okay here, but, so I played here, rook g1 attacking the pawn, knight d4. He played. And this is where things got really, really serious here, okay? Because now he's actually threatening knight f3 and rook e1. I somewhat overlooked this move. I thought I'm just going to build up, you know, I'm just going to build up. But this was a very interesting now. Now he's attacking my bishop.
You're going to give up your bishop for the knight anyway.
Yeah, but he's threatening knight f3. So I couldn't see anything better than to take. Take. It looks like I'm doing great. There's not much. And now he comes up with this move. And now we see his idea. This was his main idea. Okay? This was his main idea. And now let's say if I take on g6, he takes, and he gives a check. He gives a check. If I go to b3, he has a rook b1 mate. He checks. I don't know, I can do something like this, but he has a draw in the pocket here, okay? He has a draw in the pocket. So I'm not gonna, you know, I need to try to win this game. I'm not just satisfied with draw. So knight d2 played, and now, problem. What do we do?
Took the knight.
I took the knight, but he takes, and now it looks like I cannot protect. I cannot protect b2. How can I protect b2 here? He's entering. But I'd seen a move further than my opponent. And the fact that I'd seen that one move further was very important here. So which move did I had seen one move further than my opponent here? That gives me an important defense.
Is it the rook on g1?
To what?
To g2?
Yes. Yes, Aditya. Yes, look at that. Ah, fantastic play. Nice. And if he takes, we take on e8. This is called fantastic protection, okay? Because the rook is overworked protecting and attacking, so it's a little bit overworked. This is what my opponent had not seen, okay? Now, he goes king h7. I took, and now I don't want to lose my b pawn. My b pawn is very important, guys. So we're not going to lose it. b4. Now he goes rook b2 check here. Rook f4, trying to win the pawn. We need to get the c7, so we get in. We take. Now he's banking on his f pawn. So I decided that it's time to bring the king in. Plus I didn't want him to take on c4 with the check. He goes here. I take. He takes. I go queen e6 now. Attacking f5. My play was, I think, quite precise here. d6, f3, d7. And he played the move b5, which came as a little surprise. But if he plays f2, I just play queen f5 check, he goes back, I take on f2, he takes on d7, and I take on b6. Okay? Losing the pawn. So that's why he played the move b5. And now, what should we do here? What should we do here to win this position, to convert this position into a win?
Queen F5.
Queen f5 check, perfect. He goes to g8, and now, okay, I had a strong computer win here, computer move. Of course, I'm not a computer, so I did not see this idea, but I had a beautiful win here. I took the pawn on f3, as you may have expected it, human move, but there was a computer win here. Can you find, or our YouTube audience can find the computer win here? Let's see who is going to be able to find this computer idea. I didn't see it. I didn't even look for it that deeply, to be honest with you.
So how about queen g6? If he captures the pawn, you do 4 queen e6.
Yeah, but queen g6, you'll play f2.
Then queen e8 check.
Yeah. Sorry, f2 what?
Queen e8 check.
King h5.
I mean h7. Queen e8 king g7 g8 h7.
Thank you. So what's the computer win? I ask our YouTube audience, Ben, if anybody can find a computer win here. I played the winning move, but there was a strong computer idea. Anybody suggesting it? Do we have any suggestions from our YouTube audience?
Queen d3.
What?
Well,
Rook takes
enemy
d3?
wants to trade the
Rook
queen
takes
as well.
d3?
And then your pawn makes
No, bishop f6, my friend.
Oh.
We stopped d8. Ay, ay, ay. Better. Stronger than that, okay? Better. Stronger than that.
I think this person means queen e6 check.
Better.
Yeah.
Better.
Does
We
it push the pawn?
push the pawn, takes the rook. Okay, I played queen takes f2, which is winning. Human move, winning the game, no problem, no questions, okay? But I want somebody to point out the computer win, okay? The computer idea here. Anybody?
Has queen takes b5 been suggested?
No, I don't think you guys suggested that. No, it's probably winning. Better. A move that ends the game, ends all the questions here about the outcome of this game.
We've got several queen e4s.
Queen e4s. That is an interesting thinking. And if rook takes e4?
You promote.
King f7? I know you're winning. Queen d5 check, rook e6 back, queen f3. That's winning, but it's not the cleanest, okay? I want the cleanest cut here, okay? Cleanest cut to the victory here. Both live audience and online audience is thinking to
Well,
find the...
If queen e4, rook takes, pawn equals queen.
King f7.
King f7. How about queen d5?
Rook e6 back. No, I mean, you're winning. Queen takes f3, you're winning. But it's not the cleanest cut, okay? The clearest cut.
There is really not a consensus in this chat. They're baffled, I think.
It's a computer move. Good. That means nobody's using a computer watching this. Excellent. If anybody was using a computer, they would have found it right away. The engine. All right. I'm going to, I guess, tell you guys. Last try. Live audience. Last try. Your obstacle is the rook. Your obstacle is the rook, right? Could you pressure the obstacle? Could you attack the obstacle with something? Huh? No, he suggested queen d3. Ben suggested queen d3.
King c3.
No, don't put the king on a line.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh, yeah, yeah.
check.
Queen on e6 check.
No, you gotta attack the rook, remember? Audience, you need to attack the rook with something.
Queen c5.
You got it. You got it, yes. The point is you want to take and go d8 queen check. That's the point. And if it takes you, look at that check. And that's a game ender right there. Clean cut. That's why. But we're not computers, you know. Humans don't, you know, especially close to time pressure, we're like. So I just took. Queen c5 was a game ender right there. Threatening to take the rook and promote with the queen. Game just ends right here on the spot. My opponent went here. I took. He took. Now we want to win the b5 pawn, right, guys? Queen c6. Rook a7. He attacks my pawn. Are we going to give him the a3 pawn? Of course not. King b3. Rook f7. Take. Take the pawn. You got to take the pawn. Aditya, you got to take the pawn. Now, pin it to, pin it, and attack it, right? Pin it and attack it. Check. G3. And now, time to do what? Time to do what, chess players?
Win the rook.
b5.
Queen d5.
No, queen d5 has rook f7. b5, b6, b7. Pass pawns. They meant to be pushed. They meant to be pushed, and that's what we're doing, okay? Because the pass pawns, they meant to be pushed, and we're pushing them and winning the game. Any questions? Any questions? No? All right. That was the game against the King's Indian defense. At the end of this class, I would like you to look at one of these positions, okay? So, again, this game you can find is my game from Gibraltar Tournament 2019 against Taboas Rodriguez, okay? This is just a position for you to find the idea, okay?
How difficult is this position?
2200 level.
Oh.
Tough stuff. Tough stuff we're talking about here. All right. Block to play. And this is a game between two grandmasters, Kjartansson and Fedorchuk, 2013. Block to play. How should black continue in this position? Sorry, I forgot the rook. Forgot black's rook. Okay. Yeah, all right. So how should black pursue this position, okay? Kjartansson, Fedorchuk here. Black missed a chance to attack here on the dark squares, it says. How? Or what is the plan? Black played the rook b8 move, and after rook c1, white claimed a slightly better position. Okay? But what's the plan here?
Try to pin the knight, queen a5.
Queen a5, rook c1. But I still play rook c1, yeah? Very special moment here. Very special idea you need to find. You need to play like Grandmaster. Fedorchuk, actually he didn't find this idea. Strong play by Black here to take over the game. And the topic is called the colors. The weaknesses. So, weak colors. b5 suggested by Denny, but yeah. Well, it's a move. I mean, it's a move. The only thing I think he can just take.
With.
Pawn.
And then rook c8.
Rook c1. And then bishop c6. Like kind of trying to plant it in, you know?
So to play on dark squares.
Yes, that's the topic here. Well, try to take advantage of the fact that his dark squares are weak. Okay?
After b5, c takes b5, rook c8, rook c1. Do I have queen a5?
Bishop c6? No, you have queen a5, but I go bishop c6. And I don't know if I'm okay, but I'm somewhat, at least not losing, you know, anything right away.
Do I have a6 after bishop c6?
A4 maybe.
I thought I'm taking on b3.
You are. Castle? No, you are. It's just castle and I don't know if rook a8, bishop a8 was possible. Probably not, but maybe it's a move too.
Any tips aside from
It's a break. It's very close. It's a break that Jenny is suggesting. Danny Machuca suggesting. But what's better? What's the better version of that break, huh, Danny? YouTube audience, nothing? Ben? Break.
D5?
C takes D5?
Yeah, so I was looking. Rook C8.
Rook C1?
One of the commenters in here says after that combination, then bishop takes c4.
Bishop C4? When?
After rook c8.
There is no...
The pawn.
The pawn is on D5 already. What's the bishop?
They really want to break
So
through.
it's queen A5 after rook C1.
Queen A5. Hmm. It's a possibility. Is there anything else besides Queen A5? Do you see another idea? I don't see now why Queen A5 doesn't work. I think it works.
Take C3 first, and then
No, but then he can play Rook C2. So, we are on the right track, so let's follow it up. D5 is correct. C takes D5. Rook C8 correct. Rook C1 is the only move, and now you have a choice between Queen A5, which we think is the idea, or the other option. What's the other option besides Queen A5?
I was thinking about a crazy bishop takes D5.
Bishop takes D5?
Yeah.
Knight takes D5?
Oh, never mind. That bishop takes. I thought
What can you really do here? You need to pin him again. One more pin you have to do here. One more pin you have to apply.
Rook takes c3.
Rook takes c3. Queen a5, he goes rook c2. I know Queen a5 is suggested. I still don't see exactly why it doesn't work. It's probably good Queen a5, but another move. Perhaps the better version of that move. What would be the better version of that move?
Rook takes c3, rook takes c3, queen a5.
Rook c2 back.
Queen C7.
Queen c7. Excellent. Look at that suggestion. Now you're pinning him again. All right. Fantastic. Now another pin. He has to take. Continue.
Bishop takes knight.
Bishop takes knight. Perfect. And now he has to take. We take. He takes. We take. Takes. And now a very important move here. You're not going to blunder here.
King takes.
King takes. You rook take. Rook takes. Could be some potential blunders. Okay, we don't want that. We're going to avoid all that with king takes f7. And now black has excellent winning chances, but white can offer some resistance. Okay, white can offer some kind of resistance, but again, you have excellent winning chances here. Okay, I mean it's not a trivial win here, but it's good winning chances. Okay, so guys, the topic of this position was color. Weaknesses of the dark squares, the color, okay? When there are a lot of weaknesses on the dark squares, you want to try to figure out a way to put pressure. to do something, okay? So that was your main idea to remember, okay? All right, excellent job, guys, on this one. So again, the move is d5, okay? Your breaking through move is d5 to get the position. He takes rook c1, and a powerful move, queen c7. That gives you the edge. Strong grandmaster who was playing with black, Fedorchuk, just decided to play simple move here, and after rook c1, guess what? White was enjoying the slightly better position because he's got the space, he's got a better bishop, and he's got some more potential. All right? All right, excellent. Thank you everybody for joining this class. We're gonna have a short 5-minute break, and we're gonna start the second class immediately after this, okay?